On the sixth day of Brucemas, my Bruno gave to me 6 Bruno nuggets, 5 barefoot Brunos, 4 billboard hits, 3 Seagram's ads, 2 dumb cartoons, and a die-hard battery.
Broadcasting live from inside the power band. This is the Many Days of Brucemas, coming to you from our underground bunker, deep underground on the island of Valverde. This is the Blah. I'm your host, Mulvey Claus, along with my 2 wonderful companions, Jar Kringle.
Hey.
And Orange Sassy Santa. Welcome, folks.
Howdy.
On this particular day of Brucemas, we're going to be talking about something that's very near and dear to our heart, as all of you well know, and that would be nuggets. We're dedicating an entire mini-sode to nuggets about Bruce Willis. I'm excited. How about you guys?
Totally.
Again, I recuse myself from the nugget section.
So that means it's just me and Chad.
That's it. You should start us off then, Benny. I should force it. Start us off with the Idaho one.
Okay. Hey, a lot of people don't know this, but Bruce Willis purchased most of an Idaho town.
I definitely didn't know that.
That is really weird.
Willis started investing in Idaho real estate in 1988 after acquiring a property in Malibu, California. Over the following decades, he began to buy up large sections of Haley, Idaho, and the surrounding area south of Sun Valley. His investment projects in the town include the creation of office spaces, a restaurant, nightclub, and a movie theater. He added Soldier Mountain, a ski resort, to his portfolio in 1996. He then donated it to a non-profit in 2012. Willis has also championed environmental issues in Idaho, such as addressing nuclear waste in the Snake River Plain Aquifer. Those are the words they used, not mine.
Thank you, Sly.
Thank you, Sly. It's always great when Sly pops in for a show, and it's extra special when it's Brucemas.
A lot of people don't know this, but Bruno invented Gumby.
Hey, that was the best fucking thing ever, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but I was the guy that invented Gumby.
Get out.
I did that. I invented
Get out of here.
I got scooped. We had some problems with the... my wife and I basically created it.
Why in the world did he get into this Idaho thing? This is so not what we need to talk about. This is just more...
I like how you already ejected.
I know. I'm sorry. It's a gripe of Kev. Everybody Kev's thing, man. Everybody gripes of Kev. Whatever. I can't help it.
Yeah, that article is kind of, or that paragraph there is sort of anemic in terms of like...
Just like every other listicle on the fucking internet.
Information, really. But yeah, I guess...
The nuclear waste segment of that little paragraph segues into a nugget where one of his early jobs was a security guard in a nuclear reactor facility, which I thought was kind of funny.
Wow.
It's a sidecar nugget to your nugget.
You know what I can't believe? Here I go again. Sorry. I'm on the Wikipedia page for Haley, Idaho. It says notable people, and nowhere is Bruce Willis mentioned. They mention his ex-wife and his daughter, but not him.
I love how gripes of Kev ejected out you got. That's so good.
All right, I'm going to get back on track here. I'm going to turn this off.
Let's have a nugget, Kev. Give us a nugget, Kev.
All right. That's not a nugget. Why would you even put this in here? I'm so, like, in the worst gripes of Kev mode right now. I can't even... hold on. Okay, here's a good one. I like this. When it comes to public speaking, it's actually a fact that, and a stat, that people fear speaking in front of other people more than they do actually dying. It is such a loathed thing. But for Bruce Willis, it was the opposite. He actually had a severe stutter when he was younger, and when he got up on stage and started talking to people or acting, it disappeared.
It's super interesting.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess it, like, kind of makes sense where you have a severe stutter and then you're trying to come up with words to communicate, but in a play environment, you already have the words, so you just need to memorize them. So it's kind of an interesting way around it.
Yeah, it seems like, like when somebody scares you to stop your hiccups.
Sure.
Something along those lines, like a distraction technique. I don't know. I don't have a stutter, so
Yeah, yeah. It's super interesting. It seems like it's super common, too. Well, maybe not super common, but more common than I would have thought, I suppose. So, for my round robin nugget, he was the talking dog in the Rugrats movie, Rugrats Go Wild, which I thought was kind of funny.
That's pretty funny. I didn't know that.
Because he's obviously super well known for being Mikey in Look Who's Talking, which I think is a fantastic role, but I do enjoy that he is in the Rugrats universe.
That is pretty cool. That's very cool, actually.
And certainly a better example of him in a cartoon than that fucking horrible Bruno the Kid cartoon.
Yeah, that was dreadful. Jesus. All right, Mr. Kringle.
Jar Hegel has recused himself from this portion of the film.
Okay.
Of the episode, you mean? Yeah.
The episode, yes.
Okay, all right.
You gotta stick to your guns, man.
Good Lord.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this one's kind of funny. Apparently he used the pseudonym Walter B to troll people online.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently to respond to fans who he disagreed with about the Die Hard franchise.
Oh, like shit talking or whatever?
Right, yeah.
I think I'd probably do the same thing, to be fair.
You already have, haven't you?
Probably have, actually. Fair enough.
But apparently people didn't believe it was him, so he actually organized a video chat to prove it.
Okay. Kind of like the Reddit proof thing. I love how, completely disbelieving everyone is of everything always. It would have been pretty funny to be in that chat room or chat group where he proves it, and you're like, fuck, actually is him. There you go.
Yeah, that would have been great. I wonder if there's a video out there somewhere on YouTube.
Maybe.
Probably is.
Some nerd probably recorded it.
If we'd known about this years ago, it would have been a, very easy way to get Bruno on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
We could just ask him.
Whose turn is it, mine or yours, Kevin?
It's mine, dude. Bruce Willis has never won an Oscar, obviously. He's also never been nominated for an Oscar, which...
It's wild.
Is strange. I mean, it's funny, the Die Hard movies stick out at you, you know what I mean? But he's actually done some really pretty incredible performances, man, in some movies. And
yeah, no doubt.
I can think of 4 right off the top of my head. Pulp Fiction.
Unbreakable or Sixth Sense, those are 2 awesome performances.
Totally. Pulp Fiction, he was great.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys ever saw. Are you guys Antoine Fuqua fans? He's a really great director, man. He did Training Day. He did the Equalizer movies with Denzel. He did Tears of the Sun, which starred Bruce Willis and a friend of the show, Nick Chinland.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I might have.
Nice. I have not.
Yeah, a.k.a. Tombs. Yeah, that's a really good. It's a great. Sort of a. I don't really know what kind of. It's not exactly a war movie, but it's in that ilk. He's been in some great movies, but he's never even been nominated, even though some of the films he's been in have been nominated for Oscars, like 12 Monkeys, Sixth Sense, and Pulp Fiction.
12 Monkeys, he was so good in that.
And I know, right? And his response in an interview in GQ was, I don't really think about it too much. You don't get Oscars for playing comedy, and you don't get Oscars for shooting people.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
I love that response, man.
Fair enough, bro.
Go ahead, Chad.
Mine. Yeah, mine. I was really surprised to discover that he ended up covering for David Letterman one night when Letterman got a weird eye infection or something. So other than Letterman's heart attack or whatever heart surgery, he had never taken a night, called in sick, and he called in sick when Bruno was meant to be the guest. And because Bruno had a history with Letterman of doing lots of gags and whatnot, he was asked to host the show. So that's super random, and I really like it. And I spent some time trying to find that show and couldn't, but I'll do some more digging and see if I can find it.
Nice.
Yeah, it seems like that would have to be on YouTube somewhere.
You would think, man. I'd spend a good 15 minutes digging around, but I probably just wasn't searching for the right stuff. I would love to check that out, though. Because evidently he did a ton of stupid shit on Letterman. He definitely made a bit of a game of doing dumb stuff on Letterman to kind of be fun and funny and whatnot. So it's cool that he hosted.
Wow. All right, Mr. Kringle?
This one's interesting. So apparently Mr. Willis went on a road trip to audition for Desperately Seeking Susan, the Madonna movie.
Okay.
He didn't get the role, but Apparently, he found out about the moonlighting audition when he was there in Hollywood and went in and ended up getting that role instead.
Talk about lucky, hey?
May I add on to your nugget, Ben, because I think it's an important piece of information. I just found that one while you were talking about it, is that he was going to leave after he didn't get the audition, and he decided to stay one more day. And that was the sort of
synchronicity of it.
Career defining, that he's like about to leave, and he's like, I'll stay one more day and do this stupid TV show.
It's funny how that kind of stuff works, man. It's amazing how your life can totally change from sliding door, right, Gwyneth?
Wow, that was so death, dude.
An intentional death. You got to bring Gwyneth Paltrow into the mix every once in a while. Come on. I put jade eggs in my vagina.
Oh my God, dude. You
Goop.
just died so horribly. Any Gwyneth reference is a death almost, I think.
Are the Gwyneth deaths now? I'm totally fine with that.
Chad secretly has her vagina-scented candle.
Does she have a vagina-scented candle? That's amazing.
That cannot be real.
Goop sells a candle that is called "This Candle Smells Like My Vagina."
I'm buying one. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Wow, she has really lost her way.
Whatever.
Yeah. The phrasing in this article that I read, Kevin, why I didn't mention the one more day thing, is it says that he decided to stay one more day to audition for moonlighting. So it wasn't like he stayed the extra day and then found out about it. I mean, he wouldn't have found out about it. You know what I mean?
I just reread it as I was saying it, and I was like, I just totally fucked that up.
But you just committed to it? Well, fuck it.
Hey, I mean, what do you want? We're reading off of computer screens right now.
It's all good.
Well, that's right. This is sort of the ultimate Nuggets show. I didn't say this at the beginning, but I should say it now. This is the ultimate in Nuggets experience from EBD land, folks. So we've created an entire mini-sode about the Nuggets. And we're reading them off multiple different sites. We didn't dig around for these nuggets like we usually do.
Yes, that's right. Listen to the EBD cast paraphrase articles they're reading off the internet.
A+ content, ladies and gentlemen. I think that this particular minisode came about because we were digging around for random Bruno trivia to make minisodes of. So some of the better ones became minisodes, like the cartoon and the album, etc. So this is kind of more like the random stuff left behind that was kind of interesting.
Ooh.
And I think my favorite thing about this episode so far is anytime anyone says anything, no one responds because they're all reading on the fucking internet.
Pretty much what's happening, yeah, sorry.
What was that, dude? I didn't catch that. I was reading on the internet.
Whose turn is it?
I go after Jarhigo.
You just went, I guess. Or did I just go?
No, you went. And Kev fucking double-deckered your nugget by misreading your own nugget back to you.
Ah, yes.
This is kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones in here, but back in the 90s, before this was a big deal, Bruce, which definitely way ahead of his time doing this, he lent his name, his voice and his likeness to the 1998 PS1 game Apocalypse, making him one of the very first actors to do such.
I kind of want to pretend that Apocalypse game was the game that was made in Grandma's Boy that never came to light, but...
Oh my God.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
That's interesting.
Do you want to do one more round?
Also interesting if we stuffed Bruce Willis into demonic.
Yeah.
Dude.
Instead of a demon clearing out meth labs, you're
Bruno
clearing out meth labs.
You're a barefoot Bruno cleaning out meth labs. I think that's cool.
Okay, moving right along.
So I saw one that was talking about his...
Wait, it's my turn, dude.
Didn't you just do one?
Yeah,
No.
you just did the video game one.
Yeah, you did the video game.
I did. Yeah, right. Duh. Wow, I'm blown out. Go ahead. Sorry, dudes.
Let's do one more round and call it a wrap then. So my last one. I saw that he ended up doing The Sixth Sense and another movie, I think it was called The Kid, because he owed Disney for blowing up another movie where he was an executive producer, I believe, in a hockey movie called The Broadway Brawler. But evidently things kind of came to a head, and he ended up, as an executive producer, firing like almost all of the crew and then removing his own executive producer credit after they had spent $15 million of the budget. And it just kind of imploded. So I think he owed them a favor, and as a result, ended up doing Sixth Sense, which is one of his more noteworthy films in terms of his fame. So it's just kind of an interesting
Oh my God.
pedigree there.
Such a great performance too, man. You know, it's
No doubt. It's a great one.
Yeah. Seems like Bruno's had a lot of like luck in his career that's sort of the result of like, you know, an accident or something bad happening or, you know, just a whim.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's interesting.
all right. My final. No, it's your. Is it?
Hey,
whose
hey,
turn
I
is
didn't
it?
go yet.
Sorry, it's Kringle's. Sorry, dude. Jesus.
Now I'm fighting for my nuggets.
Yeah.
All right. Before you didn't even give a shit.
Apparently, Bruno was replaced in the third Expendables movie by Harrison Ford because he wanted too much money. They offered him $3 million to do a 3-day shot, and he wanted $4 million.
He turned down $3 million for 3 days.
Oh, 4 days. Sorry. Yes.
Oh,
$3 million for 4
Jeez.
days, and he wanted $4 million.
oh
see
my
ya.
God, that's so disappointing.
That's funny. It kind of sounds
That's
like one of those
upsetting.
things, though, where he's just like, fuck it, I'll ask for it. They'll say yes, and then he asks for it, and they're just like, get fucked.
Oh, it's like Sly was probably like, dude, do you see who's in this movie? Do you see how many people we have to pay all this money to? Like, my God, man. I mean, Christ almighty, dude. Look at the freaking movie. It's got literally every action star from like the last 20 years. More than that. 30 almost.
Literally every, yeah.
Norris, Schwartz, Sly. Come on, dude. It just keeps going and going and going. Mel Gibson, for Christ's sake.
It sounds like that Terrence Howard anecdote from Iron Man,
Lundgren.
where he was roadie in Iron Man 1 and then wanted so much money. It was a complete pain in the ass on set or something, and then wanted so much money for Iron Man 2, they were like, yeah, nah, we'll get somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about your epic mistakes, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Jesus.
apparently Don Cheadle was there, and he's like, I'll do it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Don Cheadle was like hanging out on the set because he's buddies with like Downey Jr. or something. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it.
And now Terrence Howard has gone forth to invent his own math where 1 × 1 = 2.
There you go, man. Well, he went on to do that TV show that's actually pretty good. So I'm glad that happened for him because he clearly wanted something, you know, with more kind of meat and depth to it.
Fair enough.
But still, I mean, whining about being in a superhero movie, dude. Oh, my God.
But it's I can totally see how that, like, you know, the hypothetical you know, sits down with your agent, and the agent's like, nah, we got to play hardball. And then, like, you play hardball and you get booted off of a movie. And you're like, what happened, man? He's like, I don't know. We'll get him next time. You're just like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, right on. Fair
Ask
enough.
for $4 million for 4 days, Bruno. They can't say no. You're a star. It's like, oh, they said no.
That's true. It could have been his agent. You're right.
You never know.
You never know.
It's a super interesting nugget, though. You'd like to think it
Very.
wasn't that silly, but...
I would rather like to think that it was his agent and not him.
Well, hey, we can make up whatever reality we want these days, man. So let's just go with that.
I mean, maybe he just really didn't want to do it.
That too.
And he's like, well, if you give me an extra $1 million, I'll do it. Sure. But otherwise, fuck you.
Which you don't say something like that to Sly. He'll just be like, fuck you.
So, Bruce, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but, you know, you're not the only actor from this film. And $4 million, you go fuck yourself.
Exactly, dude. So anyway, all right. My final nugget is I'm going to do a combined nugget, 2 short nuggets into one.
Oh, a double bank shot.
Yeah, it's a double bank shot. I think they're sort of related. What's that?
That might be against the rules, but you did bring in trick shot
Clortho.
So I'll allow it.
All right. So 2 things. Bruce Willis is not his real name. It's a stage name. And he was not even born in the U.S. He was born in Germany.
Fucking no
Because
way,
one
bro.
of his parents is German. His mom's German and his father is American. Okay? So that's the nugget on that. He was not even born here. Secondly, so if I would guess, he's probably a German, he's probably a dually with German-American citizenship. Secondly, his stage name is a variation of his real name. His real name is actually Walter Bruce Wilson. I have spoken.
That sounds... Wasn't it Walter B., Benny, your troll nugget? So there you go.
That's where his pseudonym came from.
There's the Inception circle back to the beginning. There it is. It's a wrap.
Love when that happens.
It's a beautiful thing.
Is that it? Do I end the last round, or are we doing another
That's
round?
it.
I love it.
Well, it's not literally it. I mean, you should probably say, like, that's it, folks. Goodbye. But, you know.
Mm-hmm. Ciao for now.
Well, there you have it, folks. A ultimate collection of ultimate Bruce Willis nuggets for this very special Brucemas episode. I hope everybody has a delicious barefoot Bruno in their hands and some love in their hearts. Thanks for joining us, folks, for this yet another day, yet one of the many days of, I can't get this right. Thanks again for joining us, folks, for yet another day of the many days of Brucemas.
Of Bruce Day.
Of Bruce Day. I'm your host, Mulvey Claus, saying so long, folks, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Merry Brucemas.
It's a Brucemas miracle. Beady, beady, beady. Stop into it.